Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. My name is Linda. Welcome to today's elemental reading. So the cards are shuffled and laid out here. I'm going to get straight ahead into the earth reading. So the earth energy is going to cover topics regarding home life, family life, anything to do with the mundane world, could be with finances or work. So let's see what we have here. 3 of Swords reversed, 6 of Cups reversed, 9 of Cups reversed, and Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Then we have from the Spolia deck 9 of Swords, from the Voyager deck 9 of Cups upright and Empress upright. Alright, okay, so there's definitely a turnaround energy in this spread. So clearly it seems here from this top line that there is some kind of disappointment or heartbreak with regards to work, or could be with family life. It depends on your situation, of course. But some kind of difficult situation has occurred here. Maybe there's been a communication that's been hurtful, or some kind of change in the stream of energy as it was unfolding. There was I feel like there was some expectation here that has not been fulfilled for you, and that's bringing a disappointment. Something that maybe was making you feel very happy and fulfilled has now been disconnected or severed. It could be a person leaving for some of you. It could be this Queen of Persons. For some of you, this Queen of Persons represents someone that has offended you or disappointed you, or in some way you feel has let you down. And there's some pain that you're processing here. There's some emotional upheaval with the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups both in reverse. But what I'm feeling here with this bottom row is that there's a big turnaround, and that there's a lot of, what's the right word there? Reprieve, right? So 9 of Swords here is saying that you maybe are suffering over this situation as some kind of loss here that you are perceiving. And that you are now converting that energy. Look, there's 3 9s in this spread, I'll just point out. So there's something about this energy of this 9 of Swords in this card, in this position of the reading, where I feel like you are making a turnaround by realizing that your thoughts are actually what is making you feel suffering. And so you're using the energy of that awareness, awakening to your own potential energy of how you project thoughts out into the universe. That turns this energy around here to bring you to the 9 of Cups with the Empress. This is really powerful. So in this top line, you had the 9 of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is kind of giving the sense of like your self-esteem being affected, or your happiness is some way debilitated or affected here in some way as a result probably of a communication from someone. That's usually what the 3 of Swords is. It's like a painful communication. But I feel like you're making a pretty quick turnaround here once you realize that it's only your own thoughts that are making you suffer. It's not necessarily the words or the actions of another person. It's how you are behaving as a result of it. And so here you are turning this energy around and making it be known that your fulfillment and satisfaction is in your own hands, that your sense of wellness and happiness is not really the result of or the effect of someone else's attitude towards you, or someone else's opinion of you, or someone else's desire for you, or any of those things, right? And so you're able to turn this situation around in a way that helps you actually realize where your self-esteem actually really is, and where your sense of fulfillment and happiness is, and that it's coming from within you. And so a huge empowerment happens here with this Empress card. I feel that very strongly. You are actually able to turn this energy of this top line around and make it something that is very empowering, very motivating, very fulfilling. You're seeing here where your self-worth is, where your value is, what your skills are, what your resources are, and that you have the ability to contain that energy and also share it at will. And that's that flow of reciprocity that actually helps bring about a state of wellness and wholeness and satisfaction. So a big turnaround here in this energy from the top line to the second line. I feel that a lot of you will convert this energy of disappointment and loss and sadness into something very potent and powerful and empowering in a very quick amount of time. All right, and with that, I feel like that's it for the earth reading. Let's move on now to water. I hope that was helpful for some of you. Now with the water reading, we're going to look at topics regarding anything to do with the emotions. Magician reversed, Page of Wands reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, Eight of Wands reversed, Sun, Five of Pentacles, and the Devil's play, Devil in reverse. Okay, just give me a sec to tune into this energy. Alright, what's happening with the emotions? I kind of get the feeling again with this reading, similar to the Earth reading, is like there's some kind of energy externally. Someone outside of you, or a person that you've been close to or that you are close to, has maybe done something unusual or outside of what you perceive to be their normal behavior, or something unexpected has come from this person that's making you view them in a different way than normal. And it's causing for you some kind of unexpected change of energy, or some kind of like feeling of a setback or a loss here with the Five of Pentacles. But actually the energy that's being expressed here is one of, like, what's actually really loud in this reading is the Sun card and the Devil in reverse. So it's like an enlightening, someone's behavior is it's revealing something. And this is not good or bad. I'm not saying that this person is good or bad. I'm not saying the situation is good or bad. It just is what it is, right? A person's behavior is revealing something. And you might be choosing to, by way of judging that situation or judging that person based on your own expectations or your own values or your own needs and wants, you might be judging that person's behavior as bad because it now changes the flow of energy towards you, right? Is a change in the flow of energy towards you from this person. And you might see that as a loss or as a disappointment or as some kind of setback, as it says on the Five of Pentacles card in this deck. But actually, what it is doing is enlightening your situation, enlightening your circumstance, enlightening you. And with the Devil reverse, it's helping to free up a type of dependency or a type of attachment that you might have had with this person. There's a liberating energy in this reading. That's what I feel. You're just maybe not viewing it right at the moment in the correct way, because something has happened here that's maybe making you feel a sense of betrayal or a sense of manipulation or a sense of something confusing. There's something confusing here. Like a person's activities or energy has been, which is different from what you normally expect from them, has revealed something that is making you feel a different way than you normally do about the person or about the circumstance or about the situation. And you might be feeling like it's triggering a difficult situation, which maybe you suspect or you feel like it didn't need to do, but actually it did need to do. And the Sun here is revealing that life force energy is being released from a type of clinging or a type of dependency or a type of attachment or a type of unhealthy connection to a person. And all of that energy is now being freed up, just like particles of sunlight being released from the center of the sun into the universe. That energy is liberated. So there's actually something very beneficial in this energy. Just like in the first spread where there was this feeling of like you maybe were getting like feeling some kind of pain or some kind of difficult energy or some kind of challenging experience as a result of maybe another person's communication or another person's actions. I feel like it's reflected in this spread as well. It's actually very beneficial to you. It's just about the way you perceive the energy that's being released and expressed here through this circumstance. So make sure that you are taking the time to really view and understand your situation in the right way. Like in the last spread, you know, we had the Nine of Swords in this position, and that was feeling a little bit like you were overthinking, overanalyzing a situation in a way that was attempting to or just reliving something, like playing out a situation or a conversation or something like that repeatedly in your head. That's basically what rumination is. And rumination is something that can be very dangerous if it's not monitored and handled very well. Like rumination is the cause of chronic anxiety. It can cause depression. These things are scientifically understood. So the way to understand, or the way through your situation, is to approach the perception of your experience in the correct way and see it for what it really is, which is this liberation of energy, which was in some way trapped inside of a dependency, or trapped inside of an attachment, or trapped inside of some kind of unhealthy obsession or unhealthy relationship, or some kind of unhealthy behavior, even if it's not about another person. Okay? This is about viewing your circumstances in the correct way and not getting stuck in the idea that some kind of change of energy is in any way debilitating to you. So be mindful about that. All right, and with that, I will close out the water reading. Let's move on now to fire. I hope that was helpful. Leave me a comment if you have any insight to share with me about your personal situation in that regard. So fire, here we're going to look at any topics that might be challenging, or any challenges that you face, or it could be, for some of you, this could address some kind of sexual energy or sexual issues. Let's see what comes up. Oh, look, we have the Fool upright, Star reverse, Strength upright, and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, this is powerful. 3 major arcana on the top line. Then we have 7 of Cups reversed, 3 of Cups reversed, and Sage of Worlds reversed. This energy is very different from the first 2 spreads we've had. I was a little bit concerned that theme was going to continue throughout the whole reading. So, fire. Okay, what do we have here? Give me a second to tune in. I feel for some people that this is not going to be for everyone, because this is about partnerships. That's what I feel here. For some people who are watching this reading, you might have been, I feel like someone might have been single for a long time here. And there could be a type of romantic adventure partner showing up that is so different from what you have been visualizing or calling in, that you might not recognize them at first. And that's why I feel like the Star is in reverse here. It's like there's this new energy showing up, which could lead to a long-term happiness. But in order to actually get to this place where you can be in that energy, you need to shift your perception. Because again, there's this feeling here of something being close by and being available and around you, but it doesn't look like you wanted it to look, or it doesn't feel like you expected it to feel. And so you might not actually perceive it if you don't change the way you are pulsing your energy out into the universe, if that makes sense. Right? I feel like there's a calling here in this reading, or the message here from your higher self is to just fine-tune your perception, in that maybe you need to widen your cast a little bit, like widen your net, or widen your excuse me, widen your field of perception to be able to actually see this energy. Because for some of you, this is a little bit outside of your perception, with the 7 of Cups being in reverse. Give me a second here. This I'm not really 100% sure on this bottom line. Sage of Pentacles in reverse is giving a little interesting energy. Okay, I feel like what I'm picking up on here is that like you may have a specific idea in mind of a person. That's this, You might be calling in something like the Sage of Worlds in the upright position. Sage of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles in most decks. You might be calling in this kind of an energy in a partnership. Never mind about the gender. It's more just about like the archetype of someone who is quite established in the world. There's like a level of mastery in the manifest world, in the plane of existence that we're embodying here. But seeing them come up in the reverse here with this 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups in reverse, it's like somehow there's been... and for someone, I feel like someone watching this is a person that you already know, that you might have written off in a way. Like you might have had there might have been one experience here that put a bad taste in your mouth about a person. And so you've kind of excluded them as a potential partner or even just a potential friend. But this is the fire energy here. So this could be about a sexual connection. That's what I'm feeling here. And I feel like there's potential with this person. That obviously is not going to be a message for everyone. So don't clutch onto that if that's not relevant to you, right? But in general, what I feel with this spread is that there is the energy of you kind of perceiving something a certain way and being maybe too fixed on that, or too maybe too specific even on that, so that when there is something that shows up in your field, that because it doesn't exactly match your request, let's say, or your manifestation, or your intention or your vision for what it is that you would want to call in, that you might not be able to perceive it, right? That's why the star is in reverse. It looks differently than what you had thought or imagined. But 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups in reverse, I feel like there is a lot of potential here for you to perceive that which is a little bit outside of your normal perception right now. If you like are able to tune into another level or another layer of existence that is a little bit different from what you normally tune into. I hope that's helpful. It's a little bit vague. I don't know if I can say any more. That's pretty much all I'm getting from this reading. I really hope that is reaching someone. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there for the fire reading. All right, but the last thing I'll say is that I feel like there's a very tantric connection available here with the Strength card, even this 10 of Pentacles. There's something tantric in this reading, even the star as well. There's like a potential energy here of something very profoundly healing. Again, with the star in reverse, this healing energy here. That it's something different from what you may be normally attracted to, or from what you may normally feel like is a match for you or relevant for you. So just be mindful of that, and maybe just be a little bit more open than normal so you don't miss out on this potential energy. All right, that was fire. Let's move on now to air, the last element of this reading. So for air, we're going to look at topics regarding any kind of communications, any thoughts, concepts, ideas that are coming up. So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, High Priestess, and 6 of Wands in reverse. All right. Then we have Queen of Swords, 6 of Pentacles reversed, and Death reversed. All right. This is interesting. Give me a second here to tune in. I feel like I want to do this with the cards, actually. That 6 goes there. All right. It's like this. So this High Priestess and Queen of Swords is kind of a similar energy, and I feel like it's you in this reading. I feel like this Priestess, Queen of Swords is you. Never mind about gender, it's the archetype, right? There's something about you in this situation where you are a witness to something. You're a witness to something. Look, all the other cards in the reading are in reverse, right? But here you are, clear and bright and in the upright position, in a state of witnessing, in a state of observation, but quiet. Like this is about communication, right? The air element is about communication, thoughts, ideas, concepts. But in this reading, how I'm seeing this is that this is a moment for you to just witness and observe. This may not be a time for you to speak up. Because what I'm feeling in this energy is that there's some things going on around you. And people are, let's say people are maybe, if I want to say it in a very crass way, there's people around you who are fucking up. And for you at this time, it's not about pointing things out to anyone. It's not about communicating what you are witnessing or observing. It's not about trying to intervene or trying to help or trying to support. This is not the time for that. You just need to hang back and witness and hold space for people to make mistakes, to figure things out on their own, to make attempts at things and not succeed. You know, people need to learn on their own in this situation. This is not necessarily a time for you to try to guide anybody or to try to support or educate anybody. This is a time for you to just be quiet and watch and listen and learn about how it is to just let people fuck up on their own, because that's how they're learning in this situation. You don't need to help all the time. You can help by just being a witness. Like, again, look, this energy of the wisdom of the higher self is very strong in both of these energies here. Yeah, I feel it very strongly in this reading. This is not about you intervening. It's not about you communicating your ideas. It's not about telling people what you can see or telling people what you think or saying something to anyone in a way that you think is going to help them, support them, teach them, guide them. They need to do it on their own. That's what I feel. These two knights here are people around you who are dabbling or experimenting or learning. These could be your children, these could be your employees, it could be friends, family members, whatever. There's people around you that are trying to work some things out. They're trying to learn as they go, and they may not make it work in this particular instance that's happening here. Six of Wands is in reverse, so they don't necessarily succeed in the endeavor that they've undertaken here. But this is not a time for you to feel like you could save somebody the trouble of fucking up if you just spoke up. You can't. In this situation, that's a very clear guidance here. Don't speak up, don't interfere, don't intervene, don't try to educate, don't try to teach right now. People just need to work it out on their own. And also there's an energy that's reading here, I feel, of like just being available and sit back and wait for people to come to you if they want help or if they need help or if they need guidance or if they're seeking support and counsel. Let people come to you. Just let people come to you here. For some of you, that's really challenging. I can feel that energy here. For some of you, it's really challenging to sit back and just let people fuck up. But you cannot help these people in this situation right now. These two knights could be one person, could be multiple people. It could represent like a group or a group of people, community, something like that. But it's not your place here. It's not your place here to offer advice and support. You need to sit back and wait for people to approach you. I feel that's it for this spread. A very short, very clear, very, very loud, bright message here. I don't feel like I need to add to it. And so with that, I'm going to close out this reading. Thank you so much for watching, friends. It's been an honor and a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope there's some things in there you can work with. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.